Hey, Eric from Teamsy here. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me how they want to know the story on how I became so good at following up. And a lot of you guys have seen my videos and seen my trainings on how to follow up like a pro. We built it all into Teamsy, so it's there to help you how to follow up without being annoying and how to follow up like a pro. So I got to tell you guys the story of how kind of I developed this skill. It was kind of by accident. So some of you know my background, that I was a professional business coach helping people build their business for 15 years. And back when I was doing this, it's crazy. I'm going way back 15 years, the very beginning of my career. I would find that people would hire me to help me with their business. And, it wasn't that cheap. It was kind of expensive. I mean, it's a lot less than I would charge now, but still, people were paying me for a 30-minute call, they would pay me about $200, right, for this 30-minute call. And it was the kind of thing where they paid me monthly and they were on a subscription and we had a scheduled call. Now, you would be amazed to know that probably 80% of those people who paid for that 30 minutes no-showed it. They just didn't show up. And as I got more experience, I understood that people, they would hide from me because they were afraid of the accountability, right? They hadn't done their homework. They hadn't done what they were supposed to do, what we agreed on them doing. They felt like they had failed. They felt, for whatever reason, all this stuff was going on, and they were not showing up for the calls. So I felt like, well, first of all, it's my duty to serve them, right? So I need to get in touch with them so I can help them. I can't help them in their business unless I can talk to them. So I would start, calling them, leaving messages. Nobody would ever return my call. So here's what I figured out. I started doing this system, and a more experienced coach taught it to me. I would call them. Now, back then, 15 years ago, everybody had 3 phone numbers, right? They had their home phone number, their business line, and their cell phone. So I would call all 3 numbers, okay? And I would leave a message that was something like this. Hey, it's Eric. Just, we missed a call today. I was, just checking in to make sure you're okay. I just wanted to let you know I'm here. I'd love to catch up with you. Don't worry about calling me back, though. I'll call you again between 2 and 3 o'clock today. Click, hang up. Then I'd call the next number, same message, next number, same message. Because I never asked for a call back, and because I was expressing my concern for them, it wasn't annoying, right? So then what would happen is, during that time that I told them, say between 3 and 4, I'd pick up the phone and I'd call again, and I'd get all 3 voicemails again, and I'd leave the same message. This time I'd say, hey, no worries. Don't worry about calling me back. I'll try again tomorrow between 9 and 10. The next day, I would call again, all 3 phone numbers, and I would give them a time in the afternoon. Typically, it took 3 days. So that, guys, you're talking about maybe 18 voicemails in 3 days. Can you imagine that? This is what I did, though. I did it time and time again, and this is what would happen. They'd pick up the phone, because now they knew when I was calling, and they would say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're the best coach. You're amazing. You're awesome. And I learned from that. Now, fast forward to now, working with Teamsy and all of the tools that we have at our disposal, would I call and leave somebody a voicemail? Never. I would never leave somebody a voicemail, because guess what? That's annoying now. We just don't talk on the phone. We don't like to talk on the phone, right? And a voicemail is hard to return. Why? Because I don't want to call anybody. So I would send a Facebook message now, which I've taught you guys to do. I would send a Facebook message or maybe a text message, something that's easy to respond to, right? But again, the principles are there. The principle was, I didn't ask them to do anything. I didn't ask them to call me back or message me back or anything. I didn't ask them to do anything. Everything's on me, not you, right? The second thing I did was I always expressed my care and concern for them, right? Because you guys need to remember, following up is an act of love. It's the only way we can help somebody. If we can't get a hold of them, if we can't get them to move, then we can't help them, right? And I always made sure my message was so short and sweet that they could get it in an instant, and I made it easy for them to respond to me. That's the story, okay? Can you imagine paying somebody that much and then not coming to the calls? The same thing's happening with your people. They've got an opportunity that is amazing in front of them. They're missing it. You need to love them through the process. Stay on top of them in a loving way without being annoying, okay? Take what I've honed over the past 15 years and apply it. Now we've had, I think we're at 60,000 people in Teamsy using this system, working across the board in every network. This is proven now, guys. Just go out and do it. Luckily for you, you don't have to go through that learning process. You just apply these principles and this system today. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.